Okay, my name is Jim Bates. I'm MapR Technology. You got Nicholas Griffin here in the back. Been with MapR about 2 years. Been in the big data space doing different things for about the last 4 or 5 years. And then before that, I was doing security penetration testing and protocol fuzzing and things like that. Before that, I was jumping out of airplanes with routers in the Arctic. So that's a brief history of where I came from and kind of going in. You heard me talk a little bit about MapR, but you heard talk a little bit about you're trying to find the right solution, the right architecture. His journey through a couple of years, and one of the things about this whole space here is the problem in itself that we're dealing with, whether you're talking ad marketing or fraud detection, or whatever that aspect of it is. The problems that we're dealing with aren't even done for you yet. We're at the beginning of this big data problem as it is, and the problem in itself isn't finished to give us that single solution that's going to make our lives easier. So there's a lot of churn and burn and a lot of things that happen throughout the day. MapR itself, we were recognized from a standpoint of the top distribution of it. And the base aspects of that is the underlying architecture of the file system that we bring to that solution. That file system that Altitude Digital is using to be able to do a lot of different things that we do. But the file system in itself is not the only thing that we bring to market. Another one is a NoSQL solution. And if you're dealing with, for what it means to getting out of the tech space and just talking at a higher level, if you want to deliver real-time applications, real-time services, combining that with the large storage and compute aspect that you get from to do some of those applications that you saw Manny deliver there for Altitude Digital, we have something we can talk to you about. Another common skill set, another common challenge in this space here is trying to be able to do some of this stuff without reinventing every skill set that we've got. There's a lot of SQL, there's a lot of admins, and there's a lot of SQL skill sets that exist out there and doing different types of whatever it is that we deal with out there today. And one of the things that we do is we've got more offerings for SQL solutions on Hadoop than anybody else. We've been recognized for our contributions to open source, and some of the things that we've brought to the market really help you take all this crazy, different, disparate data sets and data sources and challenges of trying to bring all of this noise together to a single point of answer. And instead of taking 3 to 4 months to find 500 wrong answers, we can do that in a couple of days and get to the right answer that brings us a solution. That's some of the things that we've been pioneering and bringing back to the open source community and contributing on, and we've been recognized for that as well. Enough about just straight MapR aspects. So when you look at what's going on, that tracking change that I talked about a little bit about, if you look at the beginning aspect, when you first started in this space here, we had just some basic concepts of I want to do some recommendation engines or I want to do some fraud detection. But as the market's changed, as companies have gotten more mature, those solution sets have become tools in a much more complex environment. And we call that kind of the as it happens progress. So what took an hour, what took a month, needs to happen in the next couple of minutes. What took a minute needs to happen in the next couple of seconds. That push, that shove, that drive to get back to that aspect of it, that's not coming from anything that we're pushing. That's just the reality of kind of what's happening out in the field. If you look at MapR, and if you look at the kind of customers that we have, the market optimization aspects of it, from clickstream analytics, recommendation engine, ad optimizations, 360-degree customer reviews. We've got a lot of different production customers. We're closing in on 800 production customers today, it's a space that continues to grow, continues to change. If you look at some of the customers who more specific to advertising and media aspects of it, TrueFX, Sovereign, Altitude Digital, customers around, some companies around here that are customers of ours. But if you look at some of these more specific use cases in general, ComScore, right? ComScore does a lot of great things. The reason they picked us, I mean, there's a lot of things out there. You guys are pretty familiar with different challenges that happen in this space, different aspects of it. You're more familiar with I am because you do this. You're in this space every day. One of the things that ComScore picked us for when they worked with us was the ease of being able to consume their data sets, put it into this platform, and do something with it without having to learn a bunch of Java or do something different or something new. That goes to that architecture that we have in that growing platform. When Manny talked about being able to do more with a cheaper cost or bring that cost down, be able to do that in a reliable fashion. everybody talks about that. We've proven that, and it goes down to an architectural level of foundation that extends up to all the different open source projects that bring that level of stability, that level of performance in all those projects. Rubicon is another big player in this space. They're an avid user of MapR. More than 330 MapR nodes, and somewhere up there is how many billions of transactions they do a day. But they do just about as much transaction a day as Google on their ad auctioning platform, and they use MapR for that aspect. Objectives, challenges, but the reason that they chose our aspect of it was just like Manny said. They chose MapR because it's reliable and it was able to deliver those services in a reliable, performing fashion all the time. So when your business is on that data and on that ad closing, and it happens all day long, every day, then you want something that's guaranteed to be there. It's going to be there up for you. Make sure you're up and operational. Urban Airship is another great customer of ours in this space here, and challenges, solutions aspect of it. But in the end, the business impact, why they chose MapR was goes back to some of the aspects of the core underlying architecture and some of the things we bring to bear. They were able to do multiple instances of these different services they were delivering. In the past, they had to use multiple clusters and multiple organizations of nodes and multiple people trying to make it all work together and keep that working. We were able to come in and consolidate that to one architectural platform, be able to support the same process, but be able to organize that in a multi-tenant type of environment so that your overall hardware cost and footprint reduced by 50%, but still able to perform that same task they were actually doing. Those are the things that MapR brings, empowering customers in this space to be successful. From a standpoint, if you want to know more about this space, more about MapR, take my word for it. MapR has a lot of free training in this area and a lot of things that we do. If you go to the MapR training site, all you got to do once you get registered is slide that cost all the way down to the zero category. You want to look for $0, the $0 aspect of it, and then we'll give you the list of all the courses and the training that we offer for free. And we'll take that from just generic understanding of Hadoop in this space to building applications to all the way up to a 401 level advanced analytics with the different kind of SQL levels that we're building. So there's a lot of different training associated with that we give. That being stated, that's my speech.